125 dead and several hundred injured in Indonesia after the police set off tear gas onto the pitch after the loss of a soccer game, football for that side of the world. The police were trying to get control of fans who had run onto the field. Police say it was about 3,000. This ends up being one of the worst, deadliest sporting disasters ever. Doing some research, I found that this so far is probably the second worst in loss of life. The police in East Java province said thousands of fans of Arema FC, probably saying that wrong, stormed the pitch at, and I know I'm gonna say this wrong, Kanjuruhan Stadium after their team lost 3-2 to Persebaya Surabaya. Again, probably saying the names wrong. I apologize. The police tried to get control of the riot using tear gas, which triggered a stampede of people panicking and trying to rush to the exits. Some people suffocated because of being crushed and the tear gas. Others were trampled to death. A very horrific sight. A doctor at a local hospital said in the persons that were deceased was a 5-year-old child. I mean, the poor family, they went to go watch a soccer, football game, whatever you want to call it, and they lose their child. The fans were streaming the pitch after the loss. Tickets were not even sold to the rival team because they were expecting this to be a hostile game. They were saying some people lost consciousness. The stadium holds 42,000 and it was a sellout crowd. Police cars were set on fire and other trucks in the parking lot. It was just a madhouse at this Indonesian stadium. The league has suspended play. The president, Joko Widodo, ordered an investigation into the tragedy, and he is asking for a safety review into all the football matches and directed that the country's football association suspend all matches until security improvements were completed. So this has put an end to Indonesian football for now. FIFA president Gianni Infantino said that the football world is in a state of shock. We all know that football fans around the world, especially in, the other side of the world, North America is not as bad yet when it comes to extreme behaviors of fans. But it looks like this time might not have been, it was the fans rushing the field, but it may have been the police overreacting or not knowing how to deal with the fans that may have caused this situation. Again, these were longtime rivals, and, only fans of the home team were allowed to buy tickets, but they lost the game. They were the ones that rushed the pitch. The Indonesian coordinating minister for political, legal, and security affairs, Mahfud MD, said that the organizers ignored the authorities' recommendations to hold the match in the afternoon instead of the evening. So somebody's in trouble here. They also recommended that only 38,000 tickets were sold, but instead they sold out 42,000 tickets. Again, whoever made the decision to go above and beyond these recommendations is in a world of trouble. FIFA specifies that safety regulations are followed and that no firearms or crowd control gas should be carried or used by stewards or police So the Indonesian police did not follow the FIFA rules. Now, this is going to prove very problematic for Indonesia because they're scheduled to host the FIFA U20 World Cup in May and June of next year. They were also bidding for the Asian Cup after, which is equivalent to the Euro, after China pulled out. So I don't see them being awarded that bid. Now, whether the games will happen in May and June of next year for that under 20, we'll have to wait to see. FIFA may make a decision to not allow that if they don't have the proper specifications and safety measures put in place. Right now, the home team, Arema FC, has been not allowed to host any more home games for the rest of the season. They're done. Other stadium disasters that have happened were in the Peru-Argentina Olympic qualifiers, in the Lima National Stadium that killed 320 people. So right now that is still the highest death toll for a football or soccer game. In 2012, Port Said Stadium, there was a tragedy in Egypt where 74 people died in clashes. And in 1989, 98 Liverpool supporters were crushed when the fencing enclosure collapsed. This is a terrible day in football history. The world will not forget this day. FIFA is criticizing the use of the tear gas. I think, again, whatever police official decided that this was a way to clear the stadium made a huge error. Obviously, safety measures were not followed. And it's sad. It's a very sad day in football. Subscribe to Rovis Rants. Hit the like button. Prayers out to the families. We'll see you soon.